Hi besties, I know it's been a while. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lana, and for today's video we are doing an unboxing and a little bit of a review of the Coco Wyo Ohuhu Penguin Random House collab. This was such an amazing and exciting collab for me. This was kindly sent to me by Ohuhu, but this is not a sponsored post. It comes in this cute little box as well as it's plastic covered, but mine was drenched in water because it's been storming here in Illinois, so I did have a little bit of an issue of like water damage. The box itself is super nice. It's like sturdy cardboard, and then it comes with this leather strap that you can grab on the go very easily, and the actual outdoor packaging is super duper cute. It has a magnetic closure which makes it easy to display. There's two ways to display, which I'll show you later. The colors in the set I really like because I personally prefer these colors, but these are not new colors, they're duplicates. It comes with this holographic sticker sheet, a swatch sheet that's super cute, and then this plastic protective sheet with the Coco Wyo characters in it, and then it comes with this coloring book. Now this coloring book has 40 already existing pages from the cozy collection that Coco Wyo and Penguin Random House already released, and 5 pages are exclusive to the set, which are the first 5 pages that I'm showing you right here. It has like the gecko character and the penguin for Penguin Random House, and then just a regular Coco Wyo character. Anyway, me personally, if you already have the 320 set and all of the Coco Wyo Penguin Random House books, this is gonna feel repetitive and underwhelming when you unbox it because you really don't need this. It's more so of like, if this is gonna be your first ever set, this is perfect. And if you're a collector just like me, then you definitely need this. But I do have a little bit of constructive criticism on the actual like packaging itself, which we'll talk about later. But for now, the paper in this coloring book is amazing. You'll see later once I'm like blending everything, it is an in-between of a printer paper and a cardstock, so it is a little bit thicker than the already existing Coco Wyo Penguin Random House books, and I personally prefer this paper instead of that because this one doesn't spread at all, because I do have an issue with the other coloring books where it spreads, and this is a hard back, which means the back of this coloring book is sturdy. It's not like the coloring books that we have right now where it's soft cover and it's easy and very floppy. This one is hard back, which is super nice, and I like the spiral feature of it. It makes it easy to color in whether you're right-handed or left-handed. I love it. I hope they turn all of the books like this. This is what the markers looks like. It just has the Coco Wyo characters, and it is just in a brush and a fine tip. This is the whole collection, and it is $59.99. But if you are buying from Ohuhu's website, which they'll restock soon, you can use the code Janine10 for money off. I don't get any commission from that, and they haven't released it on Amazon US nor TikTok Shop US, so you still have a chance to get this. I'm not sure when they're gonna actually release it, and I have a pre-save link down below as well for Amazon. There's a new like auto buy feature, so you don't have to worry about it. I don't know how it works, but I do have mine on auto buy, and I will be doing a giveaway like on my Instagram soon, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, we are just going to be swatching like the colors that are in this set. For me personally, I was able to make at least 50 color combinations with this because like I said, these are the colors that I use a lot. So for me personally, this set is perfect, and I do already have the 50 color combination swatch tag set available on my Ko-fi, so it's linked down below. I mainly make these swatch tags for people that have a hard time like choosing colors, as well as like figuring out what colors blend well together and which 2 to 3 markers do I use so that I can get a really nice gradient. So that's what I have. It's linked down below. It's very fun for me to do because this is what I like doing, blending markers together. It's like my niche, and also paper testing is also one of my niche. And I personally think that the paper they use for the swatch sheet, they need to start using that for coloring books, because I'm telling you, the texture of this is amazing. I really do like it. Anyway, a lot of you guys are also wondering how many colors overlap for this in the Bobby Good set. There are 16 colors that overlap. So if you really are keen to like not having any duplicates, then don't get the set if you already have the Bobby Good set. And then if you already have the 320 set, all of these are going to be duplicates. So that's the reason why I'm kind of like 50-50 on this set, whether I would recommend it or not, because if you're a beginner, this is a perfect set. If this is going to be your first ever Ohuhu set, I think you're good for a few more like months, you know what I mean? I don't think you'll have the urge to get the 320 just because the colors in this set blend well together, and they already have like a nice gradient that you can do and color palettes that you can do. It's super duper cute, but then again, that's just my opinion. And if you already have all of the 320, like I said, this is just gonna feel a little bit repetitive. But is it fun and nice to have like this collaboration? Yes, yes it is. I really do think it's super cute. A lot of you guys are asking, is this good for traveling? Is this like an on-the-go set, just like the Bobby Goods Ohuhu markers? They're not really. If you're on the go coloring, like for example me doing a picnic in my backyard, hanging out with friends at a cafe, yes it would be, but this is bulky. This is 9 inches tall, and she's a big girl. Okay, compared to Bobby Goods a bag, this one is big. So I would personally just bring my Bobby Goods set instead of this, just because like I said, this is very very bulky. And if you are going on flights and trips, I wouldn't recommend you bringing this set. If it's a road trip, sure, yes, no problem. But if it's a flight, this is gonna take up half of your carry-on. This is gonna be your personal bag. This is what the finished swatch sheet looks like. It is so adorable, and it's definitely my color palette. That's why I really really like this set. Anyway, you can do so many colors in this set, and this is just kind of an overview of the actual collection. So the stickers, the coloring book, the swatch sheet, the protective sheet, as well as the markers. It is super cute, especially if you're on the go. Now we're gonna be testing out the paper. I decided to do these two color combinations together just because I know they'll blend well together, and if this paper is amazing, then they'll blend beautifully. Sometimes when I'm using paper that is not that good, these don't tend to blend well because it leaves like a mark or a streak because I'm blending like so many different colors. But this one didn't. It is so forgiving, which I really like, and there was no spreading on this. You see how much ink I'm using in this cloud? Not a slight of spreading or bleeding. I love it. So hopefully if Coco Wyo and Penguin and Mouse sees this, please bring this paper or coloring book to the US with the same quality because it is amazing. Anyway, this is what it looks like all done for the front page. Now let's talk about how you can display the set using the stand. This is the first one by using the magnetic closure. It looks like this, but I have beef with this because I think the markers are too heavy at the top that it splits open like this. Well, not really splits open, but more like it slips. And I just wish they maybe used a stronger magnet so that it stays upright. Because look, every time I try to fix it, it goes back. And it's so funny. But I would recommend you display it a different way, which is the second way, and this is how you do it. This is more stable compared to the first one. Whether you're grabbing a marker or grabbing the coloring book, it stays like this. It stays upright, and you don't want to have a situation where in the middle of the night your markers are falling off because the stand isn't stable. So I would recommend you just keep it this way. I did let Ohuhu know about all of these criticisms, and they said they'll fix it. So this is another thing with the organizer. Since the markers are so heavy, mine is already sagging. I wish they did the opposite, where they put the markers at the bottom and then the coloring book at the top, because markers are very very heavy, and I think it's just gonna sag over time. And also the divider in the middle is just thick cardboard, so think about a shipping cardboard. So that's my only thing. I really thought that the organizer inside was gonna be a little bit more sturdier. All of that to say, if this is gonna be your first ever set, first Ohuhu set, I highly recommend you get it. It's so worth it. But if you already have all of the 320 set and the coloring books, I don't think you should get this. Let me know if you have any questions, and bye besties.